Hello, my friends. My name is Summer, and this is Cozy Reading with Quaker Cats. And this is uh, one of my journey videos. I'm wanting to talk about what I'm going to be working on in the next, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it quarterly, the next 4 months, January through April, or if it'll take me 6 months. And the things I'm showing you today, I'm sure there's going to be more things coming in, and some of these things are going to go out. And yeah, I don't know how these videos are going to go. I don't know what's going to come up in life. So yeah, I'm just doing it as it comes along, I guess. So I'm not really sure what to talk about first. Like I said, these videos will change. This is just what I have in mind right now. And I thought I'd tell you some things that I already do. So I what do I already do? You may know from another video, I haven't drank soda in 11 years. I also quit smoking 11 years ago, so I don't smoke. And I drink alcohol once or twice a year, New Year's, and then maybe in the summertime I'll have a couple wine coolers or something. I have nothing against what any of you guys do. I'm just talking about things that I do. So no judgment in these videos at all. Also, yeah, when it comes to any of these things that I'm learning them through books. I don't take my word for it. If there's something that you want to change or learn about, make sure you're researching it. I'm going to leave all these down in the links. I'm going to link what I can, and then I'm just going to put in the description box the names of the books and stuff so that if you're interested, you can check them out. Also, I really hope these videos, you guys are doing your own things and you'll share with me what you're doing, changes that you've made or you want to make, because the whole thing is becoming aware of habits, of things that we do. Once we're aware, then we can start making changes. Maybe some changes it feels like it takes years. So anyway, yeah, I haven't been doing any exercise. I want to get back into yoga or some kind of stretching. I do walk, though. I'm able to walk to work. I'm able to walk to the post office, the library. So I maybe drive once a week, and the rest of the week I walk wherever I'm going. So I do that. I'm wanting to start a gratitude journal. Every night I say thank you. Um, I mentioned before I'm Quaker, so and how I do it, I'm really open to everything, and I'm all about silence. Listening, settling my mind because I have anxiety also. So yeah, I like to settle in the silence. But every night I say thank you. And who I say it to is I say, Dear God, angels, spirit guides, family, thank you so much for all the blessings that you give me. Thank you for watching over me and guiding me and helping me along the way. Please continue to do so. Please continue to watch over my babies and loved ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I add, if I'm struggling with something, I add that. But I feel like I have, and this is something that I know some people disagree with, but I feel like I have a lot of family that have passed that guide me, help me, point things out like, hey, pay attention to this. Signs. I guess people call them signs. So I believe in that, whether you do or not. No judgment. So, yeah, like I said before, I have really bad anxiety. And so, something that people may think is silly is that a couple of months ago, it might have been 4 months ago now, I bought my sister, my mom, um, my niece, my friend, and and Sativa's my niece, her mom. Uh, I bought them all a necklace, and I bought myself one too, of different stones, of what I felt like people might need, you know? And so I bought myself a tiger's eye, and I have not worn it. But tiger's eye focuses on the third chakra, which is chakras go down, up. And that focuses on the solar plexus, which is between the heart and the heart and the sacral. So, yeah, I was looking up in tiger eye. I'm going to link what they said about tiger's eye because there was this huge long thing. But what I took was that it encourages you to live boldly, fiercely, and bravely in all aspects of your life. And it's connected to the third chakra, the solar plexus. By balancing your solar plexus chakra, it can give you the ability to trust yourself. And everything that it said really felt like it was speaking to me. And so anyway, I have it. I haven't worn it. I actually had it in my backpack. So I took it out and thought I have got to start wearing that, because how does it hurt, really, So yeah, that's something there. So spiritually, I'm always going to be reading. I want to talk about, I think four main things here. I want to talk about food. I want to talk about spiritual practices, which I'm all over the place. I'm open to everything. I want to talk about lifestyle, as in our homes and products we use, and our health issues. So, which that goes along with exercise and stuff like that. So 3 books that, in a spiritual sense, I am going to be working on in the next 4 to 6 months. And I plan to do a video. I'd love to do 2 videos a month, but it may be 1 video. And as you can tell, it's taken me a long time to even start talking about anything. I don't know why I have so much anxiety when it comes to talking about this kind of thing, but I'll try to get things going here. So the 3 books I read this a couple months ago, and I want to dig deeper into it. Think Like a Monk by Shetty. And so I'll be sharing more and more about that. A book I just got from the library, so we'll see how long I'm able to have it. But Mary Magdalene Revealed. It's Her Feminist Gospel and the Christianity We Haven't Tried Yet by Meggan Watterson. And this is the Hay House publication. So yeah, I'm open to all different kinds of things. I don't consider myself a Christian, and I know that will upset a lot of Christians because some Quakers do. Quakerism is a branch off of Christianity, and some people do feel like they're Christians. I don't, because even though I believe in following Jesus's teachings, and I do try to follow his teachings, and I love everything I read about Jesus. I believe that we are all children of God, and I do believe that there are masters out there, like Buddha, and Jesus's teachings are parallel if you look into it. So yeah, I believe that he is one of the masters, that he is more enlightened, he's one of the teachers. But I believe we're all children of God. So just my own personal beliefs. The last thing that's a spiritual, but it's also a lifestyle type book that I've read many times. And even though I've read it many times, I'm not walking my talk with it. And that's The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And if you don't know, the 4 agreements are Be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your words in the direction of truth and love. Number 2, don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. And that's really hard. But I've really gotten really good at that one, because when someone is upset or angry at me and I haven't done anything, and I say, I'm sorry, what have I done? And they don't really have an answer for me. I am always thinking in the back of my mind, what's going on with them? Why are they acting this way? Something's wrong with them, and it's not all about me. Number 3, don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. And it's hard. It is hard to ask for what you want sometimes. And, I think we all assume. And yeah, that's another thing. I think judgment comes with assumption. Because when we assume, it's easier to judge. And also taking things personally, it's easy to judge. So I love that all this is working on, because as humans, I feel like I'm very judgmental, and it's something I work on all the time. I'm very hard on myself, and yeah, I'm judgmental. So that's one thing I really try to work on. And number 4, always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. Yeah, and that is so important. Always do your best, but your best is not always going to be great. So yeah, I love the 4 agreements. If you haven't read it, I would definitely check it out. Okay, so when it comes to lifestyle, I eat vegetarian, but I have been eating eggs lately. I'm not sure why my body has been saying, you need eggs with potatoes and onions and peppers and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't want to say that I am something, because I tried to be vegan forever, and it just seems like whenever I say I want to be vegan or I'm trying to be vegan, I do so badly and I sabotage myself. And so with food, why am I talking about food? I want to talk about I want to talk about lifestyle in the sense of my home lifestyle. So some things I already do. My shampoo and soap, I always try to buy organic. Fair trade, if I see fair trade, I always try to do that. But organic or locally made. My mom used to make soap, and I miss her soap. After you've had soap that someone's made, it's yeah, I miss it. But I do realize my mom can't do everything, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I have organic housekeeping here by Ellen Sandbeck, and I already hate chemicals when I use them for cleaning, and so I am going to try to use lemons and baking soda and vinegar for most of my cleaning from now on. And when it comes to bathroom stuff, I don't use deodorant. Since I was a teenager, and I'm 41, But yeah, since I was maybe 12, 13, I've used the crystal stone that you just wet. And yeah, I do sweat sometimes. I do smell sometimes. But I feel like it's unhealthy to block that because our glands, they talk about breast cancer and different kind of things when we're not allowed to sweat and let that out, it can cause us to hold on to toxins. So I use the stone. I don't use toothpaste. I'd love to make my own, but I've been too lazy for that. So I just use a fluoride-free, I think Tom's right now, but I'll use any brand as long as it's fluoride-free. And that's a whole different video. I don't know if you, because fluoride's healthy, it's good for you. Is it? That's something for you to decide, and I might talk about it at some point, but I'll have to look, get all my facts straight because people don't believe things unless they have all the facts in line. But no, I do not use fluoride. Let me see here. When it comes to lotions and stuff, I don't use really any lotions. What I do is when I get out of the bath, I lather myself down with coconut oil. And yeah, I do have acne sometimes, but I feel like that's hormonal instead of the coconut oil. But I have heard other people say coconut oil causes them to have acne. But I just feel like whenever I have acne, it's just toxins coming out. That's my excuse for everything, I think. So let's see. I don't take any medication. I don't think I've said that. Um, as a lady, when I'm having a really hard, month, I may take a leave to help the ladies know what I'm talking about. But I don't take anything else. I feel very lucky that I don't have to take anything. So, vitamins, sometimes I take vitamins. Sometimes I'll take a B12 supplement. Um, but yeah, I don't. And my main, here I keep wanting to go into food. Let's talk about cleaning products and stuff like that. So, which I don't know too much about yet, but this is what I'm working on for the next 4 to 6 months. One thing I wanted to share is what this says. It says, longing for a kinder, gentler world. As the old saying goes, everything begins at home, and the odds are, if you live in an all-American household, the air inside is more toxic than the air outside, even if you live in the most polluted city of cities. You regularly handle the filthiest object in your home, the kitchen sponge, and put the same chemicals on your face that are used in brake fluid and antifreeze. The cleaning agents and personal care products commonly marketed to and used in American homes contain not only some very dangerous toxic chemicals, but they also create an overly clean, chemically bombed out house that compromises immune systems. And with more than 50 million Americans suffering from allergies and other autoimmune diseases, not to mention the developing and fragile immune systems of children and seniors, large numbers of people are actually being made sicker and sicker by their homes. And she talks about this book in here, The Non-Toxic Avenger by Deanna Duke. And it says, what you don't know can hurt you. So anyway, it says Mission Impossible, ? One woman's quest to reduce her toxic body burden. So there's that. And then this says, modern dwellings may contain many synthetic products that can be hazardous to the health. These products can be divided into two categories. Those that are built into the house and its furnishings, which can be expensive and time-consuming to replace, and the consumer products that are used up and replaced on a regular basis, such as toiletries, cleaning supplies, clothing, and bedding. It is relatively easy and inexpensive to switch to non-toxic versions of these consumable products, and the health benefits can be enormous. So this book mostly is about products that you can change. And I want to tell you, I bought bookshelves the other day, and when I was putting them up, well, this was what, last month? When I was putting them up, it said, this contains formaldehyde, which may cause cancer in California. Only in California, that's going to cause cancer. It's like, no, only in California are they brave enough to say, we're giving you products in your home that are causing cancer. And by the way, we want you all to have your windows closed and have air conditioners in. We want you sealed in with the toxins. I am crazy. I am a little crazy about things, as you will learn. Okay, so food. Like I said, I don't really eat dairy products except for every once in a while I will have some cheese, but it's not a daily regular thing for me. Um, and I do almond coffee creamer, almond milk. Honestly, I know that's processed and not good for the environment either, but I'm not perfect. It's just what I'm doing right now. I really want to cut out the processed foods. I really want to go back to natural foods. And I had something that was about oatmeal, how we should eat oatmeal every morning. I'm going to find it and I'm going to link it. It was a really short video. I'm going to link it down if I can remember. I should write that down. So that way you guys can see how beneficial it is to have oatmeal for breakfast. And that's something that I love oatmeal. Why don't I do that? Instead, for the past 4 years, I've grabbed a Cliff Bar on my way to work and ate that. I don't know. You Are What You Eat by Dr. Gillian McKeith. This is full of so many fascinating things about our body and signs that our bodies give us. And the thing I'm going to be talking about, which is not today because I'm already 22 minutes in, but next video is the tongue. And it says, sometimes you don't need to go to a nutritionist to find out what's wrong with your diet. There are some very easy signs to look for on your own body that can tell you. It's all a matter of being body aware. And I shouldn't say we, I don't listen to my body. But the tongue is an important indicator of health. So it talks about if you have a crack down the middle, it means you have a weak stomach and your digestion is not what it should be. You are most likely nutrient depleted. And I bet you are often bloated after eating and may even be a victim to energy slumps in the middle of the day, especially after lunch. So it then tells you learn how to food combine. This means avoid eating certain foods in the group at the same time. So it's like, oh, not only do I have to learn how to eat, I don't have a crack down my tongue, but if you do, it has to do with your digestion. And she says, eat soup, stews, and blends, food that are easy to digest. And it says, don't guzzle fizzy drinks. When she says fizzy drinks, she means soda. And don't drink liquids at meal times. So I do have this. And it's interesting to look at your tongue. Teeth marks around the sides. I do. Now, my tongue is not sore or anything like that, but I guess it swells, and so it has the indentation of teeth marks on the side. Teeth mark around the sides of the tongue are a sign of nutritional deficiency. The likelihood is that your digestion is also impaired and you have a spleen deficiency. Sluggish spleen function is very common. Around 70% of the patients I meet for the first time suffer from it. If your spleen is weak, you probably put up with gas and bloating. And then solutions. Eat foods which nourish the spleen. And she talks about beans and yellow squash, mung beans, kidney beans, alfalfa, barley, millet, beetroot, oats, oatmeal for breakfast will help, carrots, parsley, celery, parsnips, chicken. Pumpkin, fennel, root vegetables, fish, sweet potatoes, turnips, yams. Anyway, she has also, if you have a sore tongue, it means that you are, a sore tongue is a sure sign of a nutrient deficiency, often iron, vitamin B6, or niacin. And then a burning tongue, a sign that the stomach is lacking gastric digestive juices. You may also experience tummy trouble if you have these symptoms. So she has things that can help: a swollen tongue or a thick white coating. It says horizontal cracks, small cracks, grooves, thick yellow coating, red tip. Red tip was interesting because it said a red tip on the tongue indicates emotional upset or emotional stress. It could be something from the past that you are still unconsciously holding on to, or due to present circumstances. A red tip on the tongue can also indicate emotional strain on your body. So, yeah, the tongue. Who knew that we could find things that are wrong with our bodies from the tongue? But she goes over your whole body. She talks about your poo, and that's a huge indicator of your body. She also talks about your diet, what you're eating, whether you're eating healthy or not. So yeah, when it comes to food, my number one goal is to eat real food, not to eat processed food. So also something else, another book is Kitchen Medicine: Household Remedies for Common Ailments and Domestic Emergencies by Julie Bruton-Seal and Matthew Seal. And I was just looking into this today about, they were talking about anise seeds, which I love anise. It has a licorice flavor. My mom used to, for Chinese New Year, every year she would make anise cookies, which I know probably doesn't count. But yeah, it was so interesting about how it, did I write it down? How anise seeds can, it says, like its cousins fennel and dill, anise earns its keep in the medicine chest as well as a spice rack. It freshens the breath, aids digestion, and can be used to treat coughs. It also has a strong reputation as an aphrodisiac. And so, yeah, it talks about in Egypt and India how they would eat the anise seeds after dinner to help with digestion. And I don't think anybody really uses, I mean, I'm not a cook, so I'm not the one to ask, but anise isn't something that I think is popular in cooking. Maybe in Indian foods, but yeah, it says even in Roman times, it was considered a soother of the stomach. Anise reduces intestinal spasm, including hiccups, eases indigestion and bloating, and also loosens phlegm. So yeah, this book is going to be really interesting about that type of things, a more natural way of when you don't feel good or you need certain vitamins or whatever. So yeah, that's I think that's everything. It's been half an hour. I'm so sorry this was such a long video. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to talk about. Please leave comments below about things that you do or you're wanting to work on. And hopefully next time my video will be more put together. I'll be more focused. I feel like with my anxiety, I'm scattered all over the place. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and you guys have happy holidays, whatever religion you practice. So thank you. Bye.